What's up, everybody? All right, I want to do another chord lesson. I'm going to put this both on my guitar page and my artist page, just so you guys can use it in songwriting, give you some ideas behind it. But I wanted to give something a little bit more advanced. So not only is this going to have some theory, practicality, as always, but some theory and explanation to it, but also kind of getting out there in ways to use it in your song, because it has a very distinct sound and how to use it. So let's get right to it. It's going to be a major 7 sharp 11 chord, and it's going to have the third in the root. So the lowest note is actually going to be the third of the chord, not the root note. So let's get right into it so you guys can at least play it and kind of mess around. We do it in A as an A major. So we have our third, which is going to be our C sharp. We have the 4th fret of our 5th string. Now from there, it's going to do 4th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret, and then 2 4s down the bottom. All right, so now in the sense that this is an A with the third on the bass, these are the numeral notes. So we have the third, the root, the third again, the sharp 11, and then the major 7. So really what this creates is such a wide array of tonalities that there is no grounding. So a cool way to use this in some sort of a break in a song or an intro in a song is to really deliver a huge sense of unease and a huge sense of maybe of like kind of disarray, not really knowing what is going on. Now, getting into some of the theory on how to apply this chord is because we have this sharp 11, and again, so what we have is the 3, root, third, and then the sharp 11 is on the B string. All right, that implies that this makes the A, the actual root is our 4th chord. So we're actually in the key of E. So our A, so you use this over the 4th chord. All right, kind of making an A major 7, A major 7 sharp 11, and then just adding the root note or the bass note as the third. All right. That means our focal point can kind of dance around this E. And what the E, where the E is our 5th fret of our 2nd string. So what we have now is you can kind of mess around. All right, another cool way to use it, and then to really give it some sort of resolve, if this is where you want the melody to go, is how I always use it is. So I'm actually keeping this as the root note for both, the bass note for both. So I have my A major 7 sharp 11 with my third of the bass, and then it just goes to this C sharp major 7, and the reason that works is because that's my natural minor to my E, which, as you could hear, really resolves everything. So just a really, really cool way. Like I said, it's very, very open with those extensions, so it gives a big sense of unease. And if you guys really want to get down to it, it works off of the 6th tone of the of your key, that C sharp. Okay, so if you know your A is your 4, since you're going for the third and the root, you can always use it as the 6th chord tone. I hope I'm not losing anybody, but for some of you theory guys, you'll kind of get it. So basically, if you're in the key of C, let's switch up. All right, so mine would start. My C is my 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would do it over my A, which I would do, I could even do up here, which is kind of like a cool way to play it. And that, on the bottom here, another cool thing about the chord is, on the bottom here, my sharp 11 and my 7, that creates this perfect 4. all the way up at the top, and like we said, those are the biggest extensions off of this chord, which is why, you know, it kind of like when you're stacking the chord, as you're stacking it up, it gets like a little less stable and a little less stable, and then it ends on the two least stable tones of the chord, you know, the sharp 11 and the 7, because they're so off of the root note, and the fact that they're just like kind of stacked up there at the top is what makes the chord just feel completely out there and unstable. So I hope you guys can use it, at least practically using the form, and have some sort of an application to it, because it really fits, especially over in a bridge or an intro, and really only using it, like I would not really recommend using it as a full progression, like, you know, the 4th or 5th chord in a 6 chord or 8 chord progression. I would definitely use it just in a 2 chord progression and figuring out where you want it to go. You know, if I go back down here to that being on my 4th fret, it might be another cool way to do it, just using it wherever this is. You know, I hit my F sharp minor, or like we said, to my C sharp major, minor 7. All right, cool thing to do. For some of you jazz guys, you'll definitely know how to kind of add that in. So let me know, guys. I know that was a little bit more advanced. I want to start getting some theory in there, and I want to start giving my advanced guys some lessons as well. I love you. Thank you guys for the follow.